Hey, this is Overlord73 from GameAnyone.com. We'll just continue the playthrough for Dragon Age Origin on the PS3. We've just returned to camp after getting the ashes from the Sacred Urn. Now before we travel back to the Earl of Redcliffe to see if we can rescue him from his plight, I'll have a chat to all the characters and sort through any collectible stuff that we've picked up during the last mission. I think we've cleared a few spaces now, get rid of some of these gifts that we've picked up so I can remember who they all go to. We've got a little cutscene with these I think as well.
That smell. This is Antivan leather, isn't it? I would know that anywhere. I don't know how you knew I was missing my homeland, but this does the trick nicely. Thank you. Now, if only you could find me a prostitute or two, a bowl of fish chowder, and a corrupt politician, I'd really feel like I was home. And the feet as well. Marvelous.
Here's a happy bunny. I think he has a small silver bar as well, I think.
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
I think the books go to Win.
A generous gift.
Yeah, she's happy with that one.
Thank you ever so much.
Golden Demon Pendant, not sure on that one. Not sure on that one. Silver chain, I think, is Morrigan.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Silver frame, still life goes to Stan.
I am impressed. My thanks.
And also the water stained portrait.
I am impressed. My thanks.
I'll check them others later. Right, weapons. One thing I need to do is to unequip her weapons, because I want to make sure the first set of weapons is actually the bow. I kept messing up before, she kept swapping back, so it makes sure the first set is actually the bow. And like I said, I picked up a longbow, which is pretty good. I'll equip that with the fire arrows, which I've got quite a good number of those now. And then for a second set of weapons, the enchanted dagger. Actually, I'll give her a couple of daggers. She can dual wield with them as well. Don't bother with the army. So we'll go to Denrim soon and get some more Drake skin army. Plus 3 spell power. Put that on Morrigan. plus 10 fire. things have I got? Ice Band, which is plus 10 cold resistance, plus 5 cold damage. So take that one off. Oh, it's restriction to mage anyway. Shall give it to Wen. Alistair's alright as he is. I've got some better armor. I think that'll fit to Stan. Heavy chainmail he's got at the moment. So exactly the same, yeah. He's probably okay as he is. No, I think we're all good. Everybody's inspired. That gives us all new abilities, that's good. Right, I'll have a chat to all the characters now.
Something on your mind? Of course. Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring. Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al-Eamon had cast me off unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it. The education, mostly, but also the discipline. We need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home? Right. Stupid of me to ask. I'm sorry. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way. I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Yes, we should. See what Mace Man wants. Making a lot of noise. Now, children.
I seek to understand the dog. We fight alongside each other, and I must discover the strength of his heart. You are a true warrior, and worthy of respect.
Okay.
I've a question, if I may. Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity. Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong? Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave? How should I know? I cannot see the future. What if I liked it here? What if we became fond of each other? Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I truly doubt it, matey.
Such negativity. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Yes, this elf kind of swings both ways, so if you're that way inclined, you can have a bit of a fumble with him.
Yes? Something you need?
Indeed.
Yes? What's on your mind? I miss Val Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent. Yes, I'm sure it is, but every city has a different personality. It is hard to describe. You have to be there. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais. Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
I think she likes shoes.
When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Of course.
I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker was working on. It was covered in pale blue silk, with amber beads on the toe. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
Okay.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
But that's not I wanted to talk about, something
Yes?
else.
Something you need? Yes? What's on your mind?
Option 2, if you talk about Orlais and the minstrels are often spies, that'll give you a side quest later on.
Where did you hear this? And you believe everything you hear? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers, but some of them are what we call bards. Bards are minstrels and more, spies as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are. Nobles mostly. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the Empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players. I have revealed too much, it seems, but it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past. My skills served me well, but the day finally came when I decided to just put them aside. I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry, and when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here. Yes? Something you need? Yes? What's on your mind?
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Hopefully that'll be enough to give a side quest later.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
Hey, I'm the one asking the questions.
Ah, you are keeping this tale to yourself, I see. Fair enough. Forgive me for prying. I am interested to hear. Arl Rendon Howe? The Arl of Amaranthine? Why would he do such a thing to you? You are the last of the Couslands? I had no idea. My lord? Yes, I suppose so. You can no longer have a title, can you? But that does not mean you must forget utterly where you came from. Take heart, dear friend. You survived, even when you were not expected to. We do not know yet what lies in store for you, or the name you carry. It is not so bad, is it, being a Grey Warden?
Pretty damn good, actually.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Perhaps. Where's Morrigan? Hiding up here all on a lonesome.
Yes? So, full of questions, are you? You are very cute to ask so many questions. Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more. I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait, a little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom. 'Twas a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum. I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree? An enlightened view, or at least an agreeable one. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Indeed. I'm talking to Stan because he's just grumpy. Let's get rid of some of this crap that we've collected.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
We need fire bolts. So I'll sell that because I can always buy it back later anyway. Have a clear out. That's a pretty nice bow. We'll have a look at that bad boy. For the future, that. Cash, I've got loads of cash, I'll have them. Heavy on the fatigue, that is, but let's buy that tomb. Right, where's that tomb? So give us something to level up somewhere. Gives us a +1. Well worth every penny. Right, first thing we'll do now, before we deliver these ashes, is nip up to Denerim again and deliver this other set of
Indeed.
Drake scales.
Yes.
Get some more armour made up then. I'm sure we'll get some random encounter on the way. Thought as much.
Darkspawn, straight ahead.
Very well.
You should run on your
One here lock. Circle you like. Especially given he's in the ground, matey. Darkspawn leader. Dirty fighting, let's stun him.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Like that guy.
There, cunning trap. It's a trap.
Traps. Easy XP. Short bow. I may as well take it, I suppose. Alfred. Oh. So when?
Oh, I fell. For a moment there, I thought it was all over. Everything. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
Intriguing. One thing I didn't do last time that I forgot is dump the dead body, so we've actually been carrying the dead body around with us for ages. There we go.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's
Indeed.
Board? Well-armed individuals that visit the rectory tend to be here for that. Chantry Rosamond is tireless and resolute in her duties. I'm sure you can find something of interest on her board. I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste. I have always been fascinated with history. What better place to indulge that than the birthplace of the Maker's Prophet? To be the curator of this chantry and to be so young, I fight a battle with pride, and hopefully the Maker can forgive my occasional defeat. Of course, enjoy your visit to the chantry.
Why is she still flashing though? Bloody bores me. Another dead body round this corner. What's in the bag?
Me! It's not my... Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me. Us, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's just going to disappear.
Don't you worry, I'll get rid of the corpse. This is another one we dropped down the well.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Nice to see you again. Really? Oh, pardon my incredulity. I would like to examine them in any event.
Okie doke.
Let me see. The scrolls are old, no question, and the script. It's written in cipher. Early believers used them to keep their writings safe from the Tevinter Magus. These could be authentic. Please, let me examine it. I need parchment, quill, and ink. What was the trick to the cipher again? Ah. I examined your scrolls. I know a few of the early chantry ciphers, but I'm not fully familiar with this one. The bits I have made out. This may be an account of Maferath's final days, and perhaps more. I know, it's remarkable. The same Maferath who betrayed our prophet and saw her burn alive in Minrath Rus. If we could get a real translation, well, it could be the find of our lifetime.
Fantastic.
Maferath, you heard me, right? As in the betrayer of our prophet. Here is all of the allowance I have for acquisitions. Take it and go. 1,000 blessings.
Yeah, just give me the money. 7 sobs, nice. Yeah, we already accepted all of those.
The deep dark before dawn's first light.
From the lowest slaves to
But
the
know
highest.
that the sun always rises.
Good to see you again.
Likewise. Right, better drop these Drake scales in.
Did you bring more scales? I want to try again. I've learned so much.
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you? Certainly.
No weapons. Oh, that's some shit hot armor. Now the trouble is, if I use these other Drake scales now, the shop actually closes, so I won't be able to buy these. So I'm entitled to I think I'm going to wait. We won't get those those other Drake scales made into armor just yet. I'll wait till later in the game, and then I can buy that other army if I can get enough gold saved up.
Did you speak often with Caelan?
You're asking me if I have a relationship with my brother, aren't you?
Right, let's go and get these ashes dropped off then, I think.
I don't think
Enough messing about. Back to Redcliffe Castle.
Very well.
Try not to be too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
Shall I grab you? Take that ring, may as well just take it and then we can sell it. Well, let's get the all fixed up.
You return. Might you have news? You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the Urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it. This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
Yeah, give me all your money.
I understand, but regardless of your motivations, I feel you are worthy of a reward. I would like to honor your efforts, nothing more. Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end. I could unite those opposing Loghain, yes. But not all oppose him. He has some very powerful allies. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred. Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists, no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet. A gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing. Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
No, hang him.
Then there is nothing more to say. Jowan, I hereby sentence you to death. May the Maker show you the mercy we cannot.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.